everybody. I hope you're ready for an intellectual discussion. I couldn't say that without laughing. Dance, fools. Dancing. You better be dancing. I'm dancing. When I dance, my wife tells me to stop.
We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE, and welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what Liz Truss did to the British economy. Oh, political, Craig. Don't do that. Thank you everyone for joining me once again for a, intellectual discussion about the shape of our world in the year 2022 as NASA's happily sending stuff to the moon that everyone can watch happening. We're going to have a chat about the flat earth because why not, right? I hope you've read the disclaimer in the description, guys. I'm not even joking. Welcome back to the show. S.O.M, how are you, my friend?
What's up, well, it's your boy S.O.M, the Globe 8th Squasher, the Globe 8th Squeezer. It's another continuation of where we left off in the fight against Globe 8 stupidity and insanity. So, yeah, let's get on with it. Hope
wonderful.
Everyone is good. You can, yep.
So, how do you want to do this? You've sent me a bunch of evidence. I've got a PDF. I've got some videos. You said some dumb stuff about Artemis. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
So let's do it the traditional way. So I'm do it with a bunch of evidence, of course, empirical evidence.
Evidence from a flat Earth, right?
Evidence.
Okay, so this is debate 679, and in 678 debates, some no one has ever presented me evidence. So are you telling me that you're going to be the first flat earther to come and present empirical evidence of the Earth being flat?
Absolutely.
Let's go, guys! It's happening! Finally! I'm excited! Let's do this!
Sure. Do not underestimate some.
Brilliant. Right, so what do you want to do? I've got a PDF. Do you want to talk through the PDF, or do you want to want me to play one of the videos? How are we doing this?
Bring it on. Bring on the PDF. Then it's going to direct us to the videos.
Bring on the PDF. Okay, let's do this, guys. I hope you're all excited. You heard it here. You heard it here. This man is going to be the first flat earther ever to bring empirical evidence of a flat Earth to a debate. Get your popcorn ready.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right, EO. Let's do this. So, the PDF is up.
Okay, so traditionally, we all know, we've grown up knowing that the Earth is round. So round means a ball. And we're going to go through this science behind rotating objects in free air. So let's look at the science of rotating objects in free air. Objects which are round, which are spherical, any object, be it a ball, be it a golf, be it eighth, because it's round. So we're going to go through the first video, simulation of a ball on a rotating table. Now, before this video is played, I would like, okay, there's a point just down below. So we're going to take the table as eighth orbital plane. Okay? So where the eighth orbits.
Is it on this PDF?
Table in that video.
A video? We're playing a video, are we?
Yeah, we're playing a video.
Which video? Which of the videos that you sent me am I playing?
Yeah, a simulation of the ball.
Right. Okay. Okay. Simulation of a ball on a rotating table. Let's have a look at this.
Okay, so pause the video.
Okay, one sec. Pause the video. Okay. Right. Yeah. Video's paused.
Okay. Hold it. Okay. So in this video, there's a red table. So we're going to consider that. Let's just imagine that the red table is the orbital plane where the eighth orbits.
The red table.
The white.
Sorry. So the red is the orbital plane that the Earth goes around the sun.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. I'm with you.
And
right.
let's consider the white line across the ball to be the Earth's circumference or the equator. Are we clear on that?
Wait. So the outside of the red circle is the orbit of the Earth.
Of the Earth, yes.
And the white
around
circle is Earth's rotation.
Yes, the circumference.
Right. Okay.
The equator, the center of the Earth.
Roger, with you. I'm with you. I think.
Yeah. So let's just see how much the white line spins when the Earth moves across its orbital plane. You can play the video now.
Yep. Do you know what straw man means?
So now we understand that a ball cannot move in free air in the bottom part and the top part of it remains in a constant motion. It's going to dilly-dally here and there, just like what we're looking at right now.
I mean, that's a cool story, but Earth isn't a ball on a rotating table.
Yeah, but it is a ball on an orbital plane, so we can safely say
the ball in this
goes through the same channel.
But the ball in this simulation is literally sitting on a table that is turning. That does not represent the Earth's orbital motion around the sun in any way, shape, or form.
Go back to the PDF. Let's look at the science of the ball here. PDF, yeah. So we've got two pictures there, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's a top spin, there's the rotation, and there's a back spin. And there's what we call spin vectors. So no matter what techniques or tactics that they use in, is it rugby? No, this ball is used in what sport?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're on about. Again, the Earth is not a ball on a rotating table. The Earth does not have backspin, and it's just rotating in a constant.
But that's the science behind round objects. So if the Earth is round, then it must go through the same. principles that other balls
Well, no,
go
that's
through
not
in
necessarily
free
true.
air.
You're assuming that
No,
a
no, 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 I'm not
giant.
assuming.
You're assuming that a giant globe in the near vacuum of space is going to act the
With
same as a ball on a rotating table within an
size,
atmosphere and a medium. That is not what science says would
size,
happen.
size does not matter.
Size
And the
definitely matters.
speed,
Size 100% matters.
whether you throw a tiny mini ball in free air and you throw a soccer ball in free air, the principle is the same.
No, it's really not.
Why do you say that?
Because different objects will react to
No,
forces
it's not a different
ways.
object. It's the same
I'm sorry,
shape
but
object.
two balls of different sizes are very different objects, Som.
So you're saying Bigfoot and the human beings the same different characters.
Did I say what now?
Or we say if the Big Show is wrestling with Rey Mysterio, they're different kinds of shapes. Okay, the size is different. But the
Yeah, okay,
main
right,
character
okay.
there is
Right,
human
okay,
being.
but then take Rey Mysterio and put him in space whilst the Big Show is in a car on Earth. They're different. You know?
How are they different? No, it's the same space.
Because Rey Mysterio is now floating dead in the cold vacuum of space, whereas
Okay,
the
so
Big Show is
world-
very happy in his 5-person limo.
World, you get it from Craig. Size makes objects, shapes change. You get it from Craig. Can we move down to point number 2 before I wrap this chapter?
Gladly. I'm not
let's
sure what
move-
point number 1
let's
was.
move on.
Wait, one sec. Lucky Haskins in the chat says FTFE stoops to the lowest level even with this fakery. The sad part is audience will
basic.
buy this garbage. Som, you realise that there's a flat earther in the chat right now that is calling you a fake flat earther. How does that make you
The
feel?
basics. We're different. You know, the flat earth community is growing and people are coming
It's
up
not.
with
It's
different...
dying quite a lot. It's literally
Yeah,
dropping
so-
off in size. But how do you
Safe to
feel?
say-
How do you feel about the fact that there's a flat earther in the chat right now that says that you're a fake flat earther?
His understanding about flat earth might be, you know, there's a discrepancy. I don't know what version of the flat earth.
Oh,
he
that's the thing.
believes
There's
in.
many versions of the flat earth, and none of them work.
They all come to one thing, you know. Just as there's different versions of the spherical earth, there's also different versions of the flat earth, but we all come down
I mean,
to
there's only one version of the spherical earth. It's the one that works that we have, you know.
yeah. Can we
But
move
anyway,
on to
right.
point number two?
Point two. What's your point two, Som?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
Yeah.
So point 2 about the simulation of spherical objects. Observe the white line as it does both rotating and spinning. At the exact speed of rotating, the spin time is almost half the speed it's rotating us. Now there's going to be an argument to say, is there a difference between rotation and spin?
Do you think there's a difference between rotation and spin, Som?
That's why they're spelled different.
Could you define
In the
to me the
pronounced-
difference between the rotation of the Earth and the spin of Earth, please, Som?
So there's a definition just below, which I corrected from Oxford Dictionary. I did not make these
But
definitions.
ignore the definitions right now. You just tell me
No.
what you think the difference between Earth's spin and Earth's rotation is. Don't worry about what the definition says. I want to hear it in your words.
Okay. So only time, the spin and rotation. Rotation is like when you throw a ball, it moves in different, it tilts and turns and rolls over. But if it's on one axis, that's what we call spin. But on all axes, we call that rotation.
No,
So,
rotating is
traditionally
moving
we can
around. Rotating is moving around its own axis, one axis.
Yeah, so around object.
Yeah, and that is
and
also
a vehicle,
spinning. That is
an
also
automobile
spinning. You know,
tire
that is spinning as well.
axis.
It's you know,
Yeah.
That's just the type of spinning that it's doing. But anyway, that's
You brought up- you
irrelevant.
brought up- you
Let's
brought
not
up-
get into arguing about what words mean, because you promised me some empirical evidence that the Earth is flat. So let's
We're
get
getting
there.
there. Yeah, you brought up a good point. So what we can say, an automobile tire and the football, they've got different axes. So an automobile tire only spins, but the ball rotates because it's an all axis. There's no way a vehicle tire can rotate because it's just the tire only rolls forward. It doesn't roll in the sides.
Okay,
that's
cool.
my belief.
Cool story. Next.
So if the rotation, the spin is half the rotation, to sum this up, if you go down below.
Wait, hold on. If the Earth's
Yeah.
spin is half of the Earth's rotation, did you just say that?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. Can you just say
Because
that
if you-
again, but slowly, please?
If you observe the white line, it does half movements as the whole rotation of the ball. So safe to say, would say the spin time is half the overall rotation of the ball. So yeah, the spin time of the Earth is half the rotation of the spin.
That might be one of the
Well,
dumbest
the
things
amount-
I've ever heard. The Earth spins or
Yeah, it
rotates
starts-
at 15 degrees per hour. That's how fast it spins. That's it. It just happens to
only
spin.
convert-
It
that's
just
just
happens
the
to
conversion.
spin in the orientation around its own axis, which makes it rotating.
You just made the conversion there.
No, I made no conversion. That's how fast it is spinning. The Earth is
So to
spinning
sum this
at
up-
15 degrees per hour. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, you converted that to degrees.
Yeah, because that's how you talk about, round things.
No, that's
do
a-
you want
yeah,
to
that's
talk
a
about it in
conversion.
radians instead?
Yeah, so it's a conversion. Agreed.
Well,
Yeah,
which do you want to
let's
talk
move
about
on.
it in? Do you want to talk about it in radians or degrees?
Yeah, so I just talked about it in both. We can do both.
Well, let's stick to degrees because it's easier. So, do you agree that the Earth rotates, it spins at 15 degrees per hour?
If it spins at 15 degrees per hour, then it rotates at 30 degrees per hour.
No, it both
Yeah.
spins and rotates at 15 degrees per hour. There is no difference in the two.
What then? You're saying there are no? What about seasons?
Seasons are nothing to do with the Earth spinning. It's the tilt in alignment to the sun. That's it.
Yeah, that's a spin.
No, that's not the spin. That's the tilt of the Earth in
Wow.
alignment to the Earth, the sun,
Tilt.
whilst it's orbiting the sun. That's nothing to do with the Earth's spin or rotation. That
I
is
just
the
lectured.
orbit.
I just lectured you.
Okay,
It's a spin
I
and
think,
tilt.
right, here's the thing, Som. You are confusing orbit, spin, and rotation. You don't know what any of them mean.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, the tilt has something to do with spin. The orbit has something to do with rotation.
The Earth
Oh, but
rotates around its own axis at 15 degrees per hour. Is that statement true or
And
false?
it spins half
No.
the time it rotates
no,
on its axis.
Listen once again.
Because
the Earth
doesn't do that,
rotates.
then we wouldn't have seasons.
Listen. The Earth rotates around its own axis at 15 degrees per hour. Do you agree with that?
Agreed.
The Earth
Same
spins.
conversion.
Do you agree that the Earth spins at 15 degrees per hour?
Yeah.
Right, so you have just said that the Earth both spins and rotates at 15 degrees per hour. Can we move away from this ridiculous line of nonsense, please?
Okay, so my point being is that
Wait,
if
there's
you
a point?
sum this up. Yeah.
Oh, God.
There's a point just below the Oxford. So if
Oh, my
the
God, I've
ball
just
and
read
the-
that. Oh, are you going
Yeah,
to say that
can
out
you
loud?
read it? Can you read it loud? You read
You want
it
me
loud.
to read? Oh, God. Right, guys. To sum up Som's argument here, which, to sum this up in a year, we should have 12
Follow
summers,
Brian.
12 autumns, 12 winters, and 12 springs. According to the heliocentric model's workaround, even 180 seasons each year. Som, that is wrong
It's a ball.
on every...
That's how spherical objects operate.
No, it's not. That is wrong on
So,
every
yeah,
level.
good,
The
it's not.
heliocentric... Listen,
So the Earth
listen
is
to
flat.
me. Listen to
not,
me.
so the
Listen
Earth
to me,
is
Some.
flat.
Some. Listen
Because
to
we
me.
do not have 180
Some.
seasons each year.
Some. Listen to
We
me.
do not have 12
Some.
summers. We do not have
Listen
12
to me.
autumns. We do not have 12
Some.
winters. And
Some.
we do not
Stop
have
and
12
listen to me.
springs.
Some. Stop and listen to me.
It's a wrap.
Some. Stop and listen to me.
I'm all ears.
You are very,
I'm all
very
ears.
confused right now. Okay?
I'm
The
all ears.
Earth.
I'm all ears.
The Earth rotates around its own axis at 15 degrees per hour, whilst having a tilt. Whilst it's doing that, it orbits the sun. Here's the sun, here's the Earth and its tilt. That tilt stays the same relative to the sun, which is why you get the seasons. Whilst it's doing that, it's also rotating around its own axis like this. Here's the Earth, right? Right?
Yeah.
It's rotating around its own axis like this. And
It's a
then
ball.
let's see. Right, I'm going to make myself big so you can see.
That's
right?
not. Yeah.
Right? Right, this is what the Earth is doing. The Earth is rotating around its own axis like this, all right? The axis,
is it
listen,
moving?
just listen, all right? This is the Earth's axis. It's tilting like this, all right? This is the Earth's axis, right? It is rotating around its own axis, all right?
Oh,
but it's doing
just
that.
spinning.
Listen.
That's
It
not
is
rotation.
listen. It is rotating
listen.
around. It is rotating around its own axis at 15 degrees per hour. Okay. Whilst it is doing that, here's the sun, right? It is orbiting the sun. But do you see how the tilt stays relative
Yeah.
the entire way around?
Why
What
is it
co-
relative?
What causes
That's not
the
how
sea?
balls
I'm
operate.
still talking.
In free
Yeah,
air.
I'm still talking.
Is
Right?
it hanging on? a string
I'm
or
still
something?
talking. Yeah,
ways.
thank you. I'm still talking. You need to shut up and
Science
listen.
is science.
You,
is
you
debunking
need to
that.
you need
That's
to
not
stop. You need to stop talking and listen.
how- Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm all
Thank
ears.
you. Right.
Yeah.
So that is what the heliocentric model claims. The reason
And it's
we get
false.
seasons, the reason we get the seasons is very, very simple. As the Earth is tilted like this, right? The rays of the sun are coming in like this, all right? If the rays of the sun hit this point, right? The entire point where my finger is, right? That one point gets all the energy. But if I move my finger up here, my finger's touching more of it. It's got a larger section that it's covering. So the same amount of energy has to go over a larger area. Okay?
The land of the midnight
I'm
sun.
still talking. You need to listen and not interrupt.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not going to learn. All right?
No, you
so
just
right
pointed the
now,
land.
right now, okay?
Yeah.
This is the side is winter. But then, as it goes round and it's the other side, all right? Now, what was getting direct sunlight before, as it was like that, is now getting the sunlight over a larger area. The same amount of
Wow,
energy
look.
over a
Hold it,
large...
hold it.
I'm talking! Don't start talking
No.
until I have finished, okay?
I want to
Thank
hold my
you.
line of thought. If you continue,
Yeah,
just hold
but
it
I have
straight.
to finish what I am saying, otherwise you will not learn.
It takes 365 days
Right.
for the.
Yes,
for
it
the
does
Earth to
take
rotate.
365
Yeah.
days. That's why
The
when
point
you are this side,
just
you get the
move
direct sunlight.
your
And
Earth-
as it goes round, the sunlight is now over a larger area. That is
So
the seasons.
Are you saying a day? Are you saying a day will only happen in 6 months? Because
No.
the amount
The Earth
no,
is
the moon.
rotating. Look, right, again,
Your
right?
tilt. Your tilt.
Again,
Your tilt.
here's the sun, right? And here is the Earth. The Earth is rotating.
tilt took a
right,
considerable
if you don't listen, you
long
won't learn.
amount
Stop talking
time.
when I am talking, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know when I've finished. All right? Thank you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay, sun, Earth, okay? You see how it's tilted, right? Yeah? It's tilted. You see
Yeah,
the equator, how it's tilted,
textbook.
right?
I
Which
see,
means
yeah,
the rays of light are coming out. But then, 6 months later, it's round this side, and what was summer is now winter. Whilst it's doing that, that took 6 months.
No.
But it is also, at the same time...
So a day takes 6 months?
Don't! At the same time, it is rotating around its own axis like this. But it does that 360 degrees in 24 hours. I have now finished. You can respond.
Africa has never gone for 6 months in darkness.
I never said it had. You obviously didn't listen to what I said, you fucking moron.
Your tilt is off. Man. Your tilt took a considerably long amount of time. That's why I'm saying.
Do you have summer for 6 months and then winter? Well, do you have like?
That the spin
do you have summer, spring, winter, autumn? Do you have them? Yeah, yeah. That's because 6 months you're facing it, and 6 months you've got an indirect amount of light.
Rotation.
Fuck me, you're ignorant.
That's it. The Earth defies the principles of.
No, it does not. You just don't understand anything. Right, this is completely ridiculous. I've debunked you. Next point, please.
Found objects.
Next point, please.
Predicted themselves. So
no, that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Next point, please.
Move on just below that.
Fuck me.
Yeah, let's look at that. So the point here is, unless Earth was donut-shaped, that's ring-shaped, only then would it rotate in the respective speed of 460 meters per second with a slight spin a week. So that's what tires do. But the Earth is not donut-shaped.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
An advisor is not a witch. An advisor is not a witch.
Yeah, those are definitely words.
It's up to you whether to digest or not.
Look, no one, not even any other flat earthers, think that you're making any sense here. Okay? This is honestly some of the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life. I think you don't know what shapes are.
I need to ask you a question.
42.
What is sweeter than money?
I really don't know.
Indoctrination.
Yeah, you are very indoctrinated to thinking that you know what you're on about.
And you're looking on that every day.
Right, okay, so, is this it? Was that your empirical evidence that the Earth is flat? Because that wasn't any kind of... I don't think you know what empirical evidence means. All that was misunderstanding physics and the heliocentric model. So, you promised me some empirical evidence. Let's get to that.
About rotation. That was about rotation.
Yeah, it was about you not understanding what rotation, orbits, spinning, seasons, Earth, globe, balls, tables are. You misunderstood all those things at once. That's fucking impressive.
I was just trying to make a clarity.
You didn't make any. Yeah, but you just didn't make any sense.
They got it wrong. They got it wrong there. So I was just trying to, amend that mistake. So about the rotation and the seasons.
Yeah, you made a lot of mistakes there, S.O.M. Let's just get to your next bit of evidence, because that was fucking useless.
Let's move to the shape. Point B. Page. What's the page? Point B is on page number 4. Yeah.
That first sentence. I'm going to make it big so everybody can see what it says. Fuck me. This is hard.
Because of mountains. Yeah, you can read it.
Okay. Guys, this says, because of mountains, high flat lands, etc., the Earth cannot be round.
Round. Depressions, sunken places, or hollow grounds. And if we move down below, we're trying to combine these structures together and see what shape we can come up.
Are you saying that a ball...
So let's take mountains.
Are you saying that a ball can't have, like, bumps and stuff on it?
Hold the mountains. Let's bring another jigsaw. We're trying to make a jigsaw puzzle here. So let's hold the mountains in the air.
Yeah. I just want to remind my chat that there is a very, very serious disclaimer in the description. If you haven't read the disclaimer, please do not continue watching this video. Thank you. Sorry, S.O.M, please continue.
Yeah, so let's hold the mountains. We're trying to make a jigsaw puzzle here. So let's take the mountains, and if we move down, we'll scroll down. We have we have.
Guys, please tell me this is a joke or something.
Places. Yeah, we have depression, sunken places, or hollow grounds. Let's put them together, and that's what we get. Okay.
What?
That's the shape.
Wait,
the shape. You'll never be super round.
Are you? What?
Mount
Are you saying
Kilimanjaro,
because there's
Himalayas.
mountains and like lakes, the Earth can't be round?
It's common sense. It's common sense. Yeah.
No, I can't.
I predicted this. You know, scroll down a bit. Just scroll down a bit. I predicted this. Yeah, there, right there. You laugh. You can laugh, but this is how
this isn't really laughter. This is me trying not have some kind of mental breakdown.
In its simplest form, flat and not round, because of its features, mountains, deep hollow spaces, sunken places. Absolutely. Conclusion remarks about the shape. It's impossible for a rocky and figured-shaped object
Someone help
to rotate without breaking apart into pieces at that speed. Whether you say it takes 24 hours, it doesn't move, it's motionless, it's moving. By side, you just look like an ant. That's why you don't feel the speed. Based on heliocentrism, so all that is, toss it out in the trash. It's garbage. So Earth does not rotate.
Bean old boy. You want me to not laugh when you say it?
Point number C.
Oh, there's more. Oh, okay.
You laugh at your sorrow now. That's like, oh, I've been indoctrinated for many years. Now I'm just getting closer to the truth. That's that laugh you get. You know, like, what? So all that stuff that they laying.
Breathe.
Yeah, you can delete that from your hard drive. It's got a lot of capacity, 2 billion gigabytes or something.
Oh, Woodwork Learner, I wish he was. Woodwork Learner, I really wish he was. I just, he's serious.
Deep dive into the Artemis launch, guys. This one's going to be great.
So you want to have a look at the Artemis launch?
Yeah, it just happened recently. So
yeah.
I didn't.
What about it?
Yeah, I just want to see if there's a long live feed. Or
there was people there, like literally recording it. So
yeah, targeting it as the rocket descends, reaching its intended altitude and landing. Let's hope
it goes into orbit around the Earth. That's how rockets take off. And there probably isn't a live stream of the entire thing because that would take up a lot of storage.
No, man. We're living in the era where iPhone has got like how many gigabytes? You know, even a phone can.
Yeah,
go
and even an
hours.
iPhone can't record constantly for 25 days, dumbass.
So they are able to zoom into the 2 billion Milky Ways, whatever.
No,
but
they're
they
not.
can't do it here on 8.
That's not how that works.
We've got rich kids. They can afford a microscope, telescope. That is
right. So let me get this clear. Let me get this clear, Som.
No
Your
video,
argument
so.
against Artemis is there's no video of the entire thing from beginning to end. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
and,
then
pointing down. No, not just.
I guess you've won.
The focus,
Brilliant. Well done.
Focus.
There's no video of the entire thing from launch to finish, even though it hasn't finished. Well done. Earth's flat.
But the focus, where is it pointing?
Bean old boy, if you don't want to be here, then piss off, mate. It's fine. We don't care. Not you, Som. Just a dumbass in the chat.
Yeah. So the focus.
The focus
of that video. Too.
What about the focus?
Yeah. Is as they zoom in on the Earth as this launch is going on, and we can be able to see the clear view of the Earth. Is it flat? Is it round? Or is it just optical illusion playing on our eyes?
You want to see what happens? What Artemis saw? Well, that's easy. Here we
You have
go.
a link.
Here we go. Here's what Artemis saw.
Wait, this is CGI, please. Next.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Two year old
Do you have
we are watching cartoon.
what are your qualifications? What are your
Is that an
qualifications?
IC?
I'm talking.
Is
I'm
that
talking.
an-
What are your
Is that an
qualifications?
IC?
I'm talking. Let me ask a question. Stop and let me ask you a question. What are your qualifications
Just-
to determine that this is CGI?
I mean, you know, I'm a networking engineer, so we
Yeah,
get along with
that
some of
is
these
no qualifications to determine that this is CGI.
satellites and-
On what basis do you say that this is CGI?
CGI is everywhere. We watch Avengers.
Right,
Black
prove
Panther and
it.
everything.
Prove it that this is CGI right now, or shut
We've
up.
seen behind this. Okay, so this is CGI because the light is too bright on our side, on the side of this white machine here, than on the.
Why is it too bright?
Yes,
How did you determine it was too bright? What was your analysis to determine that?
It's a Premiere Pro version, you know, like hard light. This is edited.
No, no. What was
shadows
your
are
what was your
too
process to determine that it is too bright? How bright should it have been? Do you know exactly how bright it should have been based on the light hitting it and the color of the paint on the outside of that? Do you know these things, or are you just saying random shit because you need it to be CGI? Is that right?
We are natural beings, and we are accustomed to nature and natural things. So whenever you see an artificial thing, you know, you just have the gut, you know.
No,
Your
you don't.
instincts will tell
I could show you
this
loads
is
of
not
things that
real.
look CGI and you wouldn't be able
This
to
is
tell
real.
that if they're
This
CGI
is a
or not.
dream. This is not a dream. That kind of. Okay, maybe it's not.
No, it's
Maybe
definitely
just
not. And there's the
camera.
round Earth. There's the globe Earth right in the
Poor-
background. Boom, done. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, maybe it's poor.
There you go. Earth's not flat. All right. Next.
How far is this from the Earth?
Really far.
The Earth looks too small. It looks like an egg. They just mask the clouds in an egg.
Did you just
a
say to
chicken-
me that it
chicken
looks too
egg.
small?
Yeah, the Earth looks like a chicken egg. They just mask these clouds on a chicken egg. They put it on a tray on the table. They made the whole background black.
Did you
You know, it kind of.
did you just tell me live in front of the 700 people that the Earth is too small?
From distance, yeah.
What distance is it?
What distance is this?
Well, I don't know. You're the one claiming it's too small, so you must know.
The altitude. No,
Yeah.
is this Artemis? What was the altitude? The intended.
Well,
was the
well,
intended
you're the
alt-
one that's just told me the Earth's too small, so you must know what the altitude was, how far away from Earth it was. Or are you just saying
I
things
would
that you need to
say-
be true?
I would say since it's edited, this is about less than 30 centimeters.
Sorry, did you just say that it's less than 30 centimeters away from Earth?
Yeah, because it's in a studio, the green effect and all that. No, yeah, maybe you can convert that 30 centimeters to whatever miles that can happen in reality. But this.
Do you have any evidence in a studio, or are you just saying that?
reality. No stars. Where are the stars?
You wouldn't
Where's
be able
the
to see.
stars
You wouldn't be
going
able to see
disappear?
the
Where's
Earth if you could see the stars. That's how exposure works.
Nah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's false.
So do me a favor. Go outside and take a photo of the moon with your cell phone, and then tell me where the stars are in that picture, because they won't fucking be there.
That's what I'm saying. You maybe the cameras.
Is the sky fake?
optical illusion? The sky is
The sky is fake. Are you a
There's a
Poe?
limit to our
I
eye.
think you're a Poe.
The sky we see, and any scientist will tell you that the sky we see is an illusion. The blue effect, in just our eyes limitation. Nobody has seen, unless if you descend towards.
No, it's
it.
nothing to do with your
Nobody-
eyes. It's to do with the wavelengths of
Yeah.
light being absorbed by the atmosphere.
No, it has something to do with the way your retina in the eye.
No, it's
takes
not.
up
It's to do with the
light.
wavelengths of light being absorbed by the atmosphere, and the blue is the one that gets through and isn't absorbed the most. That's how it works.
Do you know that eagles have got sharp eyes than human beings?
Cool story, bro.
No, you can Google it right now.
Yeah, cool story, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm telling you, that our eyes have got a limitation. The camera lens has got way much limitation than the human eye. So it might seem dumb, just like 1 + 1 was equals to 2. The shape changed. We saw it as dumb until they told us, no. We don't combine. We just assume to that shape.
Okay, right. So you've got no evidence that it was fake. You just want it to be fake. Brilliant. What's your next
No,
bit
I
of
needed a link.
evidence?
Where's the link? You just give me a photo. CGI, like
Uh,
Disney photos.
I mean, that photo is everywhere. You can
No,
go and
there's
look
no
for
link.
it.
Let's move on to the
There's
next
lots
point.
of links.
The-
I've
the
got a whole
launch-
fucking folder of
launch
links.
was
You want the
fake.
folder of links of pictures and videos from Artemis? Because I've got tons. I've got hundreds that I've been collecting from my debunk
Maybe
of
there
the
was a
idiot flat
VIP.
earthers.
The rest of the world was not in the VIP zone to take a shot. There's a VIP people. The 3%
Nobody
of the
was there.
population in this
It's an
world
unmanned
who
craft.
controls everything know that it went in an arc. Pew!
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. So next.
Point number D.
Point number D. Point number D, guys.
Point D. So
Yeah, point number D.
okay,
Brilliant, yes.
let's look at the foundations of instruments, everything in architecture, in mathematics. Where did these things come from? We have to question a lot of things in the world. Everything came from something. There is no smoke without fire. Pythagoras theorem. Who? Why? When? Is it religion? Let's look at some of those things that we see in our daily.
Yeah, I want to stop you there. I want to stop you there because what you said to me, right? And you know the hundreds of people watching heard you say it, was that you were going to present empirical evidence of the Earth being flat.
I'm coming to that.
Right? What you've done, I just
boom.
want to recap so far. What you've done so far is misunderstand everything about rotation, orbit, spinning, and the heliocentric model. Not understood some words. Then you didn't believe that something is real because reasons. And then you said that the Freemasons are controlling everything. Am I up to speed right now?
No, that's not it.
What
Just
did
wanna
I
look at the
get wrong?
fraction.
What did I get wrong?
No, we're just trying to see these instruments, how they operate.
What instruments?
Okay. The square and compass.
Yeah, what about them? They're just a symbol.
No, these are, fundamental to presenting empirical about a globe or flat.
No, they're
So-
really not.
They are.
A square and compass isn't really going to help you determine if the Earth is flat or not. They're for drawing
Really?
like engineering lines and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I want to show.
That yeah.
So I can.
What do you
present
think?
my
What do you
evidence.
think the square and compass are for?
I use it for building, making calculations. So I just want to say the square. The square is for flat, making those flat things, together with the
they're for-
compass. And you say the word.
They're for
World
making
is
the
round.
flat things. Is that what you just said to me?
Yeah, like the brick is square shape. So you want to lay out a story of bricks, you use these tools. But if the earth is round and there's a curve every how many miles, why should we deploy flat instruments?
What?
Yeah, you just
I
get
mean,
that right.
They were all words. They were definitely
the
all
Great
words,
Wall.
right?
Like the Great Wall of China, it only has flat bricks for very long distance. We don't see a curve.
You don't think
That's
there's
where
any
I'm
curves
getting
in the Great Wall of China?
Absolutely. So that's where I'm getting at.
I'm sorry. Wait. Are you? Did you just tell me there's no curves in the Great Wall of China?
I'll show you. No, don't pull up CGI.
I'm not bringing up CGI. I'm bringing up pictures of the Great Wall of China. I just want you to look at this picture here, all right?
This is zigzag. It's not a curve. It's a zigzag.
No. Hold on. Right, we're going to
It's
save
a
it. We're going to
zigzag.
open it large so we can have a look at it.
Don't-
Right.
Yeah, don't lie. That's a zigzag. It ain't a curve. It's a zigzag.
I'm going to bring that picture up so everyone can see it nice and big. All right, and then you're going to tell me that there is
If it's
no curves.
Okay.
You're going to tell me to my face, whilst we're live, that there's no curves in the Great Wall of China.
But
Right, there we go. I've just loaded that on. So let me just bring that picture up.
there might be a cave though, due to sunken places and hollow grounds.
So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this, right?
The mountains.
You look at this and tell me there is no curves in the Great Wall of China. I fucking dare you.
These are just dips and caves, not caves.
Are you telling me that in this picture there is no curves?
But yeah, they are caves, but detrimental to the globe. Okay.
Follow the Great Wall of China along in this picture, and then tell me again that there is no curves.
China is not. It's not a high flat land. Much of China is not on a high flat land. So the mountains and all that. So
just tell me, Som. Just say the words that in this picture there's no curves on the Great Wall of China. Tell me that. Go on, please.
They are curves, but the curves are detrimental to spheroid.
No, they're not. You realize a ball? You realize that a ball can have topography, right?
Okay, what's the cause of these curves? They're sitting on.
They built the fucking wall curved. That's why it's curved. Guys, is this actually happening?
Yeah. If this was on water, it would just be a straight line. Trust me.
No, it wouldn't.
So, permission to just present that few section there.
Okay,
I want people to understand.
Yeah, let me just get this back up.
So hope the disclaimer permits the setting standards now.
Right, okay, right, your PDF's back up. I'll just make it big again so people can see it better. Fucking hell. Okay, right, carry on.
So, from where it starts, just move it a bit up.
Up. You want
no,
up?
down.
Down, up, down.
Yeah, right there. On just where the D must be visible.
You want to see that my D?
No, the D. We are on section. Point D. Yeah.
So are you saying you want the D?
Dude, I'm not like that, man. I'm straight. So, the values this symbol stand for centuries. Today, they are a source of unity and inspiration for the members of the fraternity all over the globe. A beacon of truth, relief, and brotherly love. So we got the square. This sounds like religion, doesn't it? Belief, brotherly love, a beacon of truth. So the square and compass, we all know what the square and compass is. That's the symbol that the Freemasons, who came up with these tools and brought them together, that's what it looks like.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we use this a lot in schools, but 80% move down the square, just in summary. Yeah, just in summary.
Okay. So just let me know when you get to the empirical evidence bit. I'm just gonna have a smoke.
Okay, or build the square is a two equal flat-edged metal or wooden arms fixed that form a perfect right angle or 90-degree angle. This too is critical in stone masonry because it allows craftsmen to draw and carve perfect square corners. Having perfectly square corners when building is critical to ensure buildings do not lean and are structurally strong and sound. In free masonry, they control everything, how it's been built all around the earth. And somebody's going to come up to say the Great Wall of China looks carved because the earth is round. No. The two equal flat-edged metal or wooden arms, the builder's square is what they use. They don't use the builder's circle or the builder's spherical. So it's the builder's square. Now when you look at the compass, you scroll the, yeah, we're on compass.
We're on
What's
compass.
happening?
Yep, sorry.
Most people like to know the compasses based for their geometric class. When looking at the term square and compass itself, it doesn't say when looking at the term circle and compass itself. There is often confusion around whether or not compasses is correct. So compasses, okay. Compasses, as many believe, it should be referred to as the singular compass. Compasses sounds like there is land beyond the Antarctica, you know, to compensate for different regions.
Yeah, cool. I'm listening.
That's just how I understand it. But we use compass because that land hasn't been revealed to the majority. Only the minority know about it for their own cause. Anyway, we're still exploring the earth. However, I continue. However, in Masonic ritual, the correct usage is in fact compasses. Okay. So in the ritual, it's compasses.
Yeah, sure. I'm totally with you. Carry on, yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of this debate, don't pretend that you went high. No, we're still with you, man. We're still with you. I cited on page 162 of the combined ritual, further on page 173 of that edition in 1929. Can you imagine? This thing started in
1929, huh?
Yeah, and you can't just be a 2022 fella who wasn't there in 1960 somewhere there and say, oh no, the world is round, they didn't lie to us, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you got to question some of these things. Don't just digest. So in speculative masonry, this important implement symbolic of that even tenor of department, that true standard of rectitude, which alone can bestow happiness here and felicity hereafter, hence are the compasses, that most prominent emblem of which, yeah, you can read that out on your own time. Take a screenshot, short.
Yeah, sure. Have we got to the empirical evidence bit yet?
Let's move to letter G. I'm coming to the evidence. Don't worry.
Number G. Here we go. G. Yeah.
So number G.
Number
the letter G. Yeah, on that symbol, the letter G. It refers to geometry and supports the Masonic lessons and symbolism associated with builders and architects, as well as the measurement and understanding of the order and perfection of the universe. The square and compasses is most frequently used in connection to Freemason. So how do you substitute Christianity if Freemasonry, based on the shape of the earth, sounds like religion? Sounds like belief, but how do you substitute Christianity when it says the earth is flat? But everybody is religious because these two that we use on a daily basis, they belong to a cultural group called the Freemasons.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, move down to the 7th problems of Euclid. You know about these things too.
The 47th problem of Euclid. All right, are we just ignoring the first 46th, are we?
Yeah, just don't lie on whatever you're smoking, weed or anything. I think that's just a tactic that you want to use.
Oh, no, I need this to survive, trust me.
Nobody has ever gone high until 40 minutes, and I'm sure we'll be done with the debate. So you still
think I've only just started smoking during this debate? Oh,
yeah,
God, you don't
you
know
haven't
me.
gone to Jamaica yet. You're still with us. For the 7th problem of Euclid. So things get a bit geometrical here. So bear with me. The 47th problems of Euclid, also known as Pythagoras theorem. Everybody knows about Pythagoras theorem.
Yeah, can you tell me what Pythagoras' theorem is?
A 1-year-old can tell you Pythagoras theorem. It's in cartoons, it's everywhere.
Yeah, what is it? Can you tell me what Pythagoras' theorem is?
Oh gosh, I deleted it from my gigabyte, because I was indoctrinated, but all that trash.
Wait, are you saying Pythagoras' theorem is indoctrination?
Yeah, it's indoctrination because it belongs to a cultural group.
Yeah. Wait, you're saying that the relationship of the hypotenuse and, and the other sides of the triangle mathematically is indoctrination?
Don't say.
Are you telling me that a squared plus b squared equals c squared is indoctrination?
Don't say triangle, say pyramid.
But a triangle's not a pyramid. They're different things.
It's shaped like a pyramid. So how?
No, a triangle's not shaped like a pyramid. A triangle's shaped like a triangle. A pyramid's shaped like a pyramid. They're different things.
Okay. It's like it's like tomatoes and different. But let's not get there.
Tomatoes,
so symbolic of the need to square
potatoes,
your square.
I don't know.
Square your square. Square your square. Body,
no, triangles aren't square.
In everyday practice, this means to keep your life in order and in building infrastructure. It is the method Freemasons follow when laying foundations. So in the year 3650, 300 BCE, Euclid, the celebrated geometrician, was born. Wow.
Okay, cool.
Go down a bit.
Brilliant. So now we know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared is indoctrination, and when Euclid was born. Fantastic. This is, without a doubt, the best evidence for a flat Earth I've ever seen, and I sincerely mean that.
Yeah. So those are the symbols, and we know this symbol here. We can just screenshot this, and you can read it at your own time.
Yeah.
But those are just calculation, the propositions, calculating squares and all that. They just talk about squares, a lot, these Freemasons, but not circles,
Yeah, Pythagoras' theorem isn't really about circles. It's specifically about how a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Yeah, it's about those shapes, but mainly the square.
Can I ask you a question, though? Is it true that a squared plus b squared equals c squared? Is that true?
A squared plus b squared equals c squared equals e squared equals d squared.
Well, no, that's literally what Pythagoras' theorem is. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. That is Pythagoras' theorem. So I just want to ask you, is it true?
Yeah, based on belief, it is
no,
true.
No, not based on belief, based on mathematics. Is it mathematically correct when we're talking about a triangle? If you were trying to find the length of the hypotenuse, you could take the other two sides, call them A and B, and say a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Is that a mathematical fact, or is it a belief?
Belief only becomes true when you believe in it.
Oh my god.
So to those who believe, it's true.
Right, I'm sorry, but you have to be a voice in my head. This can't be real. I'm hallucinating, right? Is this something like,
down below?
What did I smoke?
Let's watch the geometry in Freemason video. Scroll down.
Sorry, you want me to play a video?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Guys, we've learned that a squared plus b squared equals c squared is just indoctrination. It's just a belief, guys.
Yeah, but it's true to those who believe, because belief is only belief when you believe.
Yeah, that's kind of what belief is. But you don't need belief for a squared plus b squared to equal c squared. It's just something that is true.
It's not fact. It's not.
It is fact.
It's fact to those who believe it.
Right, S.O.M. I'm sorry, but you need to.
It's more like, the nature doesn't need us, but we need nature.
This isn't about. Right,
you cannot say human
watch
beings
me for a sec.
living on Earth is a fact. No.
Okay, right. Right angle triangle, yeah?
Yeah, those things don't occur in nature, though. You never find that. Unless it's carved.
It doesn't matter.
Right
angle triangle.
There's no natural object that looks like that.
Listen. Right angle triangle, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Artificial.
Right, we're going to call this side A, and we're going to call this side B, and we're going to call this side C, right? This is what Pythagoras' theorem is. If you want to find out the length, if you want to find out the length of C, you take A, right, and you square it, and then you add
Why square
B.
it? Why not triple it? Why not?
Because this is math. This is how you do it. And you take B,
that's what
and
I'm
you
telling
square
you.
it, right? And that equals C squared, right? So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So now we can find out how long this side is because we know how long these sides are. That's Pythagoras' theorem. That's it.
How many sides? How many sides does that angle have? How many sides does it have?
It's a triangle. So why don't you figure out how many sides a triangle has? What does tri mean?
Sides?
What does tri mean?
3. So why square it? Why not try it?
Because there's no such thing as try it.
No.
Right.
The sides are 3.
What you were saying, right? It's called cubed.
Why square? Why do you square?
Because that's how the maths works. That's how you find this out.
That's how.
That's it, right?
Just based on belief.
This isn't belief. This is just maths. This is how it works, right? What you're suggesting, right, is for A cubed plus B cubed to equal C cubed.
2 times
that doesn't
2
work.
Doesn't equal 2. 1 times 1 equals 1. 2 times 2 doesn't equal 2.
No one said it does. Are you mathematically?
Maths is not 100%.
Are you right? I want to find out the length of C. I don't know it. All I have, right, is the length of
3
A.
sides.
Yeah. Just listen, right? Just listen.
Yeah.
Right? I want to find out how long C is, okay? I don't know. But what I've got is I know the length of A and I know the length of B. Now, the way to find out, the way to do the maths to find out how long C... Listen, just listen, please.
I don't even care what Freemasons believe.
This isn't about belief. This is how you do... You learn trigonometry at school. What do you mean belief? It's just mathematically a fact.
You just read that the guy called Joe, is this Pythagoras? It's just, it's just a human being that came up with their movement. You can't just grab that and, even you can come up with anything. No, we just square in mathematics. No, we just do this. But not everything conforms to nature. That's why things must be questioned before they're digested.
Okay, so you're handed you're handed a triangle. Listen, right? Just listen, right? So someone hands you a triangle and they want you to calculate how long the hypotenuse is.
Why am I
How do you do that?
That triangle. Why am I calculating the triangle? How long? How long?
Yeah. How would you do that? How would you calculate the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle? How do you do it?
I'll just get it straight, glue, and use it for measurement.
You don't have a measurement tool around. You don't have one, all right? But what you do have is the known length of side A and B. You know those. Okay? You've got the adjacent, right? You've got everything you need. You know how long they are, but someone wants you to find out how long the hypotenuse is. How, mathematically, factually, do you do that?
Yeah, you definitely use a formula, and I'm not going against the whole mathematics as a whole, but some sections of it, some sections of using mathematics to measure the shape of the earth, most of them throw off.
What's that got to do with Pythagoras' theorem?
I'm just giving you an example. Pythagoras, it's okay, but it's only wrong when it came to a cause. That guy was a Freemason. Period.
Who cares?
No, you must care. I mean,
why? Why should I care?
What's the movement?
What does it matter if he ate babies? It doesn't matter. Pythagoras' theorem still works.
Okay, so we have scientists who remedy diseases, they come up with cures and everything. But once they start to manufacture HIV, I mean, you gotta go like, why? You know, it's not wrong to be it's not wrong to be a scientist, to come up with syringes and everything, but why the cause of certain activities which are questionable? You know, you're just helping out the movement without knowing in the end. Artificial intelligence, you know, the Bible says what's going to destroy the earth is technology. So Freemasons is a belief. Christianity is a belief. So Christianity is coming against Freemasons, and
it doesn't matter who believes what. That doesn't change the fact that maths works.
You support the movement. You go to
I don't support anything. Right. Here's the thing. Right.
You know,
if somebody like discovered a new element, a new periodic, something on the periodic table, they discovered a new one, right? And it was proven by everyone. It's shown that this element exists, and this person discovered it, right? But it also turns out that the person that discovered it ate babies and punched kittens in the face, right? Does that change the fact that they discovered a new element?
Yeah, they discovered the new element. It's just a powder. They use it to cook, but this guy makes it gunpowder. It's deadly now. Okay, the element.
Did somebody just turn 2 pages and I missed it?
But the cause, the movement.
He's not responding to the question. He's responding to a different question, I'm sure. Are we like playing that game where, I ask a question, but he responds to the previous one?
Elements, but what we turn those elements to be. There's no problem in discovery. You got to explore the world. It's yours.
Okay, right. Maybe you didn't hear the question. Maybe you didn't hear the question. Maybe you didn't hear the question.
But we want to go to space. What's the movement? What's the cause of this anxiety, this curiosity, this desperation for space exploration when we haven't yet explored much of the earth? It's a movement. It's a cause. And by going to schools, getting indoctrinated, people die. Scientists have died. They just want to make the movement go on. We learn trash. We learn good things. But some of those things, they have to be questioned before we digest. Where is it leading to? Where is it going? The earth is not round. It's flat. When it becomes round and space, there's more curiosity for exploration that is unnecessary. Yet people are dying and suffering on earth. That money is not put to good use. We move on.
Right, so you want me to play this video, do you?
Yeah, I'm getting to my evidence. I'm getting to my evidence.
We're getting to the oh, good. Right, here's the I'm sorry, guys. That's here.
Geometry video.
This is Greg Stewart with FreemasonInformation.com. Symbols and symbolism. Geometry. In the modern rituals, geometry is said to be the basis on which the superstructure of Freemasonry is erected. And in the old constitutions of the medieval Freemasons of England, the most prominent place of all the sciences is given to geometry, which is made synonymous with Freemasonry. Thus, in the Holywell manuscript, which dates not later than the latter part of the 14th century, the constitutions of Freemasonry are called the Constitutions of the Art of Geometry according to Euclid. The words geometry and masonry being used.
I don't know the duration of the video.
It's 3 minutes. Wait, you don't know the duration of your own video that you give me as evidence?
No.
Maybe you could just summarize what the video... Alright, Som, instead of watching a 3-minute video of somebody talking about geometry, maybe you could summarize your point and how it's empirical evidence for the Earth being flat.
That's where I was getting at. Maybe you can just make the video available to the viewers so that they, at their own convenient time, they might be able to go through it. But the summary of the video is that geometry, was considered a ritual in those times. So that's the point I'm getting to. There's a cause and the movement to it that modern days, a lot of the millennials today don't know about. They just learn. They just go to school and boom, this is geometry. It's used mainly for calculations, but there's a dark side. You get
dark side.
Dark
Sorry.
side to it.
There's a dark side to Earth.
Geometry.
Yeah,
geometry
that's
as
called
a whole,
night time.
No, geometry as because in Christianity there's what we call the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
The enthusiasm linked to it was space exploration. So they changed the picture. If the Earth is flat, we're not going to do space exploration. We're not going to know what's beyond the firmament. So let's everybody know that the Earth is round, there's space, and then so that we try to penetrate through the firmament. We try to break through this barrier and see what lies beyond. There's no beyond. Oh, what we space and everything. It's just assumption. CGI.
This is hell, right?
They haven't yet.
I'm in hell.
There's no way of going through that barrier. So to everybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, it's out there. You can Google the firmament, what the Bible says, what the Freemasons say, what the Muslims say, the shape of the earth is. Because at the end of the day, science in itself is a religion. So we cannot substitute religion in modern day today. We can't.
Lovely.
We cannot do that.
So, about that empirical evidence of the Earth being flat, S.O.M.
So you scroll down a bit.
Okay, we're going back to the thing. All right, 2 secs.
PDF.
I'm just trying to convince myself that this is actually happening and I'm awake.
must
I'm
watch
not
that
entirely
video,
convinced
must.
that I'm thinking maybe I did have some drinks last night with the wife. Maybe we got really pissed and this is like some kind of fever dream. I'm not sure.
You just smoked pot. They make it available.
I smoke weed
It's
all
all
day,
part
every
of
day.
the
It's the only effective
indoctrination.
painkiller on the planet. So,
Yeah, it's not good for your brain, man. You
it's
gotta
very
remain
good for my brain,
focused.
actually. It
You gotta
allows
be
me
straight.
it allows
You
me
gotta
to
be
actually
focused.
focus a lot more than I would otherwise because I'm in chronic pain all day, every day, and it is the only thing that stops that. So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right, cool. Right, so here we go. We're
Yes,
going.
you have a reason for it. Yeah.
Going. Everyone should smoke weed. It shouldn't just be legal. It should be mandatory.
Not smoking it, but finding someone who gets to your bloodstream, because
Right.
you're causing damage.
So, I mean, you've got some
So,
stuff on here about a Masonic
shoe.
shoe. Do we need to?
Yeah, the design.
Oh my God!
Shoes. They
he's
just
actually gonna
didn't come
talk about
from
it.
outwing. They came from within. There's a Masonic shoe. So if you got a shoe that is shaped like that, it's a ritual, man. It's in culture. It's the Masonic shoe. You can scroll down a bit.
Or it's just a shoe.
No, there's no smoke without fire.
Yeah, but that's just a shoe.
No, it cannot be.
It's neither
just a
smoke
shoe.
or fire. It's a shoe.
But it says Masonic shoe.
Coffins. You're gonna bash on coffins now, are you?
Yeah, if you didn't know, the Masonic as well.
So there was Masonic people in ancient Egyptian times, was there? Because there was coffins
Yeah.
then.
So most atheists, you might be an atheist, but trust me, believe me, you unknowingly you're a religious person.
No, really. Do not offend me and tell me that I'm religious.
Shoes,
That is extremely
coffins,
offensive.
rituals,
I have nothing about me that could be
Pythagoras.
considered religious.
There is one that will surprise you just below. Go on.
I mean, I don't even want to be in a coffin. I want to be burnt and turned to ashes and then sent up in a weather balloon.
What if they advance in technology and they can resuscitate skeletons into becoming alive again? How will they resuscitate you if they burn you?
Yeah, that's called the Blackest Night, and that happened when Necron, the Lord of Death, created black lantern rings and brought everyone back to life. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, there's no life after death, only spiritual life after death. Believe
Well,
in
then
Christ.
how did they resurrect all the people with the black lantern rings and try to take over the universe?
Where?
In the Blackest Night?
Frankenstein?
No,
So-
Green Lantern, moron. Anyway,
I mean-
coffins. Yep. So right, we're on to number E. Let's do number E.
No, even the tie is Freemason. The way they...
Yep. Cool story, bro.
Yeah, so point number A,
Yep. Number E. Yep.
let looks the time lapse of the 8th rising over the moon. There's a video there.
Was that the second video you gave me? Real-time mood analysis?
No.
Time-lapse of Earth. Okay, I see it. Right, here we go. Yeah, lovely.
CGI. Once
Any proof
again.
that it's CGI?
No stars.
Yeah,
Very
and
dark.
again, you wouldn't be able to see the Earth clearly if you could see the stars. That's how exposure works. So, do you have any proof it's CGI, or are you just going to go, it's CGI because reasons?
I have proof. It's a time lapse. So why are there no stars throughout?
Again, because that's not how exposure works.
Is it the Earth rising over the moon filmed, or the Japanese lunar orbit spacecraft zooming, moving forward? What was moving forward?
The orbiter was orbiting the moon and seeing the moon rise. The Earth rise, sorry. It's not hard to understand for people that can comprehend 3 dimensions, which I'm guessing you can't.
These videos never make common sense to me. If the Earth is as big as it is in
to
comparison to the moon,
be fair, you looked at this picture and with a straight face told me there's no curves in the wall, so, you know.
Yeah, so why is the Earth not a lot bigger than it is from the moon?
Because it's really far away.
No. Like, the moon is many times smaller than the Earth. So
yeah, but it's really close to the moon, so it looks bigger. And the Earth's really far. How do you not understand this? Oh my god.
Scroll down a bit.
Am I going to have to... Right, hold on. Hold on.
Scroll down a bit.
Hold
so
on.
You make me understand.
Hold on. Right.
Hold on,
Look,
I'm giving up.
Moon and Earth, right? Okay. Moon.
Ooh.
Right. Look how big the moon looks, but look how little the Earth looks all the way over here. So let's do the where it was. So you got the moon right, the Earth rise. There we go. Right. You see how big it looks? But look. Oh no! This is actually bigger.
What's the size of the camera right
this cow
and the size
is
of
small. Those cows are far away.
Look at the size of your camera, bro. When compared to the size of the Earth, bro. You see? We are tiny. We are so minute.
This is much bigger than my camera. My camera is very small, right?
No.
And this is also bigger than this. But
it's a dot.
Ooh, look! They changed size. Oh my god, they're changing size. It's getting bigger.
Big.
It's getting smaller. It's getting bigger. Oh my fucking god.
In reality, your camera is very small.
So, S.O.M, was there a point in your life where you fell over in the road, right? And an 18-wheeler lorry crushed your skull?
I don't believe in reincarnation, so...
Well, no, I'm assuming you survived. That's kind of the point.
I think that's your scenario. They're inventing it to me.
It kind of makes this conversation make sense. Maybe what happened was you were a naughty boy, and to punish you, your parents got a toffee hammer and continuously pounded you in the forehead for 6 hours. Did that happen?
You are in a very abusive state.
I'm just trying to figure out how your brain works the way it does. I mean, here's the thing, S.O.M. You should actually be very proud of yourself because.
So sorry for Clay.
How old are you? Like 35, 36? How old are you?
Somewhere there.
I'm 39. How old are you?
I'm 9 years younger than you.
You're 30, okay? That's impressive, right? You should be very proud of yourself. In fact, it's bloody impressive because it's a medical marvel that you've reached. Hold on. Let me finish. You have reached the age of 30.
You can't be 60.
Listen, let me finish my insult before you interrupt me.
Indoctrination.
Let me finish my insult before you interrupt me. It's very, very impressive that you have reached the age of 30 without a functioning brain. I congratulate you on that.
No. I decided to.
That you didn't want your brain and you gave it away?
It wasn't functioned. It wasn't functioned. Now it's functioning. I'm very proud that at 30, I suddenly realized to step out of indoctrination. You can't be 60 and indoctrinated. That's a Freemason made of. Oh, dude.
This is not Freemason made, you dumbass.
It looks like Freemason made.
So the shoes to you, apparently.
Greg is a Freemason.
I want people to see what it says in your evidence there. 3. These videos never make common sense to me. If the Earth is as big as it is in comparison to the Moon, shouldn't Earth be a lot bigger than it is from the Moon? Earth looks like the same size as the Moon from there, and that doesn't make any sense at all.
You scroll down, you'll see for yourself. And the examples that you give, your camera was big, so that just doesn't work. When we look up and see the moon, we see its size.
Okay, but if the camera, right, if the camera is on the moon, it's going to look big, and the Earth is far away, and it's going to look small.
No.
Yes, that's how.
You try that experiment. Do you
think that when you see like a sheep in the distance, that they're like 2 centimeters big?
Illusion.
Sheeps are illusion. Sheeps? No, that's wrong, illusion. Sheep are illusion. Is that what you're saying?
What sheep? The man-made sheep or the God-made sheep?
Just sheep. Are they an illusion?
What sheep are you talking about? Head, cattle.
All right. Okay. Anyway, how about that empirical evidence of the Earth being flat, Son? I've got an hour and a half.
There's your science.
Listen, right? I've got an hour and a half before my next debate. Right, we've been going for an hour and a half, and you're yet to get to the empirical evidence bit. So, I'm hoping that it's there.
Yeah, just read this out.
These power lines are all straight, but only appear to curve. Are they linked? There's no power lines. Did you forget to put power lines in your slide?
Just below, if you scroll down, there's power line.
Yeah, no, they actually curve. You can see they curve. They follow the curve of the Earth.
Just like those lines you see on the yellow. Yeah.
So same thing. Are you telling me there's no curve here?
There's no curve. It's an illusion.
Are you right? Look at it again. Follow the cursor. You see it? Did the cursor go in a curve?
The camera lens. The camera lens is the most oval shaped. Even the eye, we will see it like that. It's just an illusion, optical illusion.
Wait, did you just tell me the reason we see a curve is because our eyes are round?
No, because they got a limitation. There's optical illusion.
There's no limitation to how far we can see. That's not how light or seeing works.
Even the roundness can contribute to some extent.
So, anyway, I'm still waiting for the empirical evidence of the Earth being flat. We're going to go to the next bit. We are now at number F.
Number F, the land of the midnight sun.
Oh, fuck me.
So, just some fact check. It's in Europe. That's the number one fact.
Yeah, and, you're basically showing stuff that is only possible on the globe Earth.
Norway is a long country located in the northern Europe with borders to Sweden, Finland, and Russia on the... Yeah, that's the fact. It's in Norway. Move down to fact check number 2.
Fact check number 2. Yeah, what about it?
Bring it on. Yeah. So fact check number 2. Is the sun on the northern part of the Earth?
Is the sun on the...
You answer that. Northern part of the Earth.
Sorry, did you say is the sun on the northern part of the Earth?
Yeah.
No, the sun is not on the Earth. The sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth.
On the northern part.
No, the sun isn't on the northern part of the Earth. The sun is not on any part of the Earth.
Side or whatever.
The sun is not on the Earth.
So you're saying Wikipedia lies? Because that's what they're saying.
Wikipedia doesn't say the sun is on the Earth. Wikipedia says the sun is 93 million miles away from the Earth.
Can be seen to the north directly overhead.
It can be seen to the north from that point of view. The sun isn't on the north of the Earth. How do you not... You're 30 years old, son. You are 30 years old. This is depressing. We are the same species.
You are saying it's not, then the Earth is not round because the southern part is always like darkness and there's so much snow. So how can it not be on the northern
There's
part?
not always darkness in the southern part of Earth. Have you heard of Australia? It's usually quite bright there.
Whatever you smoke, it's damage some of your cells, your brain
Sorry,
cells.
are you
Let's
telling
move
me
on.
that Australia is in constant darkness?
You're forgetting. You're forgetful. You're being forgetful.
Are
Because
you
of
telling me
pot.
that Australia is in constant darkness, Som?
I don't know where Australia is located. Only Austria.
On the south of the Earth.
Yeah, so that's where I'm getting to.
So, as Australia is on the south of the Earth, is
Yes.
Australia in constant darkness?
No.
Well then, what the fuck are you on about?
Point number 3. Yes, I'm getting to that.
Oh, right, letter 3.
Fact number 3.
There's nothing there.
Fact number 3. Go down. Okay, so that's the square, the distance.
Brilliant.
Okay.
And?
Somewhat, it's smaller than German.
And?
Okay. How can it not be? How can it not be there throughout? That's the point I'm getting.
Because the tilt of the Earth means that at certain parts of the year, extreme parts of the globe will be in constant light or constant darkness, as predicted by the heliocentric model. This is something that literal 5-year-olds understand.
Why don't bigger places like Germany, Japan, Canada, Alaska?
Because they're
Sweden,
not as
why
far
are they
north
not-
or south
I mean-
as those places. It's not
But
about the
the sun is
size.
very
It's about
big.
it's
The
not
sun-
about it's not about the size. It's about the position on the Earth.
It is about the size. Because
No, it's not
position
about
doesn't
the
matter.
size. It's not
Position
about the
doesn't matter.
size. It's about the position
sun.
on the Earth. Oh my
It
God!
doesn't matter because the size of the sun in
You are
heliocentrism,
you understand absolutely
the
nothing.
Earth is not round. It's not round. It's flat, and the sun is very small. It's smaller than the Earth.
The Earth
the
isn't
point
round.
I'm
It is
getting
just
to.
fucked.
If it was bigger, if the sun was bigger than the Earth, the whole Norway would be in day throughout the year. So we're
No.
saying the Earth is flat and the sun is small and the sun
Right.
rotates.
Okay. So
above
once again, no empirical
the Earth.
evidence for the shape of the
The
Earth.
sun
Let's go to the
rotates
next bit.
above the Earth, the sun and moon. Yeah, look at that. It's very small.
Yeah, and it's much further north than Germany, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very small. But
Yeah,
looking at
yes,
the
and
size
it's
of the
much.
sun,
Like,
it's
is
only,
it?
why is it only
Some,
that area filled?
some.
that
Is it
affected?
much? Right. Look. Is the bit at the top
Yes.
there much further north than Germany? Yes or no?
No.
What? What do you mean it's not
yeah,
further
yes.
north than Germany? Look
No,
at
my
your
argument
fucking
is not
diagram.
only-
Look at your
My
diagram
argument is,
and look at your
my
picture
argument,
and
it
tell
is.
me.
I made a mistake. It is.
Okay, thank
But
God. I was
my
about
argument-
to. I was literally about to have a stroke.
My argument is not just about Germany. What about Japan, Canada?
Yeah,
Alaska,
Japan isn't
Sweden,
as far. It's about the position on the
United
Earth, how
States.
far north it is.
United States of America.
Yeah, again, there's certain areas in Canada, really far north, that can have like really long areas of light or dark. But it's about how far north or south you are. That's what causes it, not the
Why don't
size of the
rest-
place.
So because it's how far, then the sun is flat. The sun is small.
No, the sun is far away.
It's not far away. It's small, but close. By your optical illusion, you think it's
PhD
far
Tony,
away.
I totally understand, dude. Yeah, my blood pressure is struggling here.
You are dependent on a man who used the telescope many moons ago, who wrote down in textbooks to say the sun is very far and it's big. It could be close, but it's small. That's just an illusion that we see the sun very far, and it's only the midnight
Right.
in Norway is only workable if the sun is small in size.
No, just no.
Yeah, telling
Just-
you, bro. Telling you.
I mean, you can tell me, but I tell you what, I've got some homework for you. Download Solar System Scope.
The unindoctrinated version.
Yeah, it's free. Just download it. Anyway,
The problem,
I'm still waiting for that empirical evidence that the Earth is flat.
The good part about school, they teach you. They don't force you. You learn, and you gotta do experiments on your own.
That's for sure.
Don't just digest everything, because some of these things are based on culture and beliefs.
Right,
Point number F. Let's just watch one last video.
Point number F. And you've got a video that you want me to watch.
Mood analysis.
Chance to have a smoke.
Artificial intelligence.
Right, what we're doing? Real-time mood analysis with AI.
Yes. See what they talk about.
I'm just gonna turn off the audio. I don't want any.
Are we rolling?
Oh, sugar! I didn't actually put it up so people could see it. My bad. Yeah. So this is a pseudoscience artificial intelligence experiment that I saw about that tried to say that it could determine what people's emotions are with no evidence behind it. But yeah. So where are we going with this?
No, it has some evidence. Absolutely.
So I mean, not really.
With this, you can.
I mean, just then it was showing, Terry Crews acting and trying to determine a real mood from people that are acting. That's not very good. But
from people, I like your point. From people that are acting like Neil Armstrong and people.
Well, Hollywood you say they're actors, but there's no evidence they're actors.
So acting. Oh, astronauts, they act. Maybe
you say that, but there's no evidence behind that claim. So anyway, what was your point about that?
So my point is these guys went to the moon. Came back. The moods, that's on September 16th, 1969, 53 years ago. There was a press conference held for the 3 astronauts returning from their mission to the moon.
Yeah, they looked dead happy in a lot of it, yeah.
So based on that AI, you can guess what the mood of these people were after they returned and they went into a conference. You can play that video. It's just using
the video of them in the conference. You want me to
rational thinking.
No, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to play your video. I'm going to play my video of the astronauts from that. Right?
I don't need your vision.
No. Hold on, some.
Play both.
Well, I'm going to play my video of the astronauts during that press conference. All right?
Why was they looking sad? Was they tear? Look, that's this guy.
Oh,
look
at him. Look at him. Look at all the smiles.
That's fake.
Oh no! Oh, look at all those smiles. Oh, look how happy they look. They look so happy, don't they? They look ecstatic. Look at the smiles on their face. It would be hard for me to smile that much. They look really happy, don't they, Som?
No, for such an achievement of going to the moon.
Yeah, they look dead happy.
Wide open.
Look at that massive smile. He looks really happy.
You would get the smile disease, the smile sickness or something.
He's literally smiling.
From the moon.
There's a massive smile. Every single face. Some. Every single face on that screen has a massive smile on it. Yes or no?
This is not massive. You have
I'm
to
sorry.
see the premolars.
That's not a look at look at his eyes. His eyes are crinkled. His eyes are crinkled, which is what happens when you laugh.
Only in scissors.
Every single one of those faces has a massive smile on. So what the fuck are you talking about?
A massive smile is good. Premolars are being seen. I mean, only in scissors. That's a fake smile. If anybody gives you in scissors, that's like a scissors. That's a fake smile.
This is not a fake. Look at them laughing.
Look at that. He's not opening his mouth. You gotta go laughing. Ha, ha. Like Jim Carrey, you gotta go ha ha ha.
And
acting.
How do you have the qualifications to determine body language?
These things are natural. Like the way you fall for a lady and she knows, oh, that guy is on me. These things are natural. But when it comes to acting, you can't act 100%. You're just going to see, okay, this is a movie, that's a fake smile, that's a real smile. It's just natural.
Robski, fucking
Just
hilarious.
the qualification is that we are natural beings and we are able to detect those natural traits that people, put out.
So, that was 1 hour and 40 minutes, right?
Absolutely.
Where was the empirical evidence of the Earth being flat?
Everything, man. I just talked about.
Maybe you don't know what empirical evidence means. Could you do me a favor and define empirical evidence for me?
I'm not a field journalist. It's not just about going out there, taking a video and this is theory, man. Empirical evidence based on theory.
You promised me evidence. You promised me hard empirical evidence of the Earth being flat. I was expecting, measurements, experiments, peer-reviewed scientific papers, and instead, you misunderstood what a spinning ball is.
That was not me.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
So you're just debunking science. That was not me.
Yeah, Brenda. Brenda, you can't. Brenda, read the fucking description. You cannot sue me. Read the description. All right.
Yeah.
You can't sue me.
I use science. It's not science.
I don't think you. When you say science, I don't think you mean the same thing as the rest of us, S.O.M.
No, it's just trying to amend it, just like every scientist does. The periodic table had different numbers. Now it has different numbers. So we try to amend.
The periodic table has different numbers. Now it has different numbers.
Elements, yeah. The elements were.
Yeah, they found new elements. Yeah, because that's what happens as we advance.
That's what I'm getting to. Yeah, absolutely. So, can I go with my last words, or you have any questions, or I gave all the evidence? It's up to you.
You didn't give any evidence.
Or no?
You gave absolutely zero evidence of the Earth being flat. In fact, you told me that Pythagoras' theorem is indoctrination.
I'll go into the field now. I think I should do field work to impress you. So I'll be coming with some evidence. This is just the start. Since theory doesn't work, so I have to put it out in the field, observe, shoot, using, of course, legit cameras like the Nikon and all that stuff. It's hard to use Freemasonry technology and tools, trying to disprove what the tools are programmed to prove already. So
you
it's difficult.
Said shoes and
we might have to come up with our own tools, because you cannot use a tool that will prove otherwise to prove otherwise. These tools are programmed just like everything else. They control everything, but not your mind. Nobody can control your mind. Only you have the power to run it.
Prof. Phil Bell in the chat has a question for you. What color was the lorry that ran over your brain?
What color is the brain? Actually, I don't know.
If anyone's got any questions for Som, let me know. I'm going to read the super chats that we got and see if there's any questions there. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been hilarious.
My last words.
Well, let's go through the super chats first and see if there's any questions, and then we can get to the last words. All right. Ganymede says for £5, it's an Oreo Earth. My dreams on screen. Paradise Decay for £2 says Battle of the S.O.M. Boom. Tim Tully for $10. This is to help with the pain of listening to this. No, this is to help with the pain of listening to this.
That's the shape of the Earth.
Valkyrie Vision for 4. Oh, wait, the Earth is a grinder. Hashtag grinder.
It's a wheel.
Earth.
In your perspective, I just brought up the evidence. Like that thing only works if it's like donut shaped. This one, it can only spin without rotating. Seasons of summers.
Lady Moonweb wants to know: do you wear that cap? Do you wear that hat to hide the egg cup?
I think the people who invented the cup, it makes sense, But it only stopped making sense when thugs in the hood tried to drink a liquor and then it hit this part. Like if you try to drink it hits this part, and they came up with this designed so that they can drink the liquor free, and that's how this style of wearing capes came about. I presume. Thugs in the hood. How was my thug in the hood version of? Yeah.
Right. Valkyrie Vision for $4.99 says, "Hi FTFE, as the best giggle on YouTube, waiting for the beer rinse in his dumpster fire that I hope is going to." I couldn't help but laugh. Flow Rider for €2 says,
"You're laughing at your pain."
Yeah, I am laughing at my pain. You're 100%.
Look at the bright side. Like the lifespan of a human being, you are not even there yet. Like you're not even half. You can wash out all this indoctrination and live a peaceful life, Craig. You're only 39. You're only 39, Craig.
I know I'm only 39. I know.
Yeah. You know.
I feel like I'm 70.
Better than that 70.
Flow Rider for €2 says, "Som's ramblings are far worse than Vogan poetry." Does that mean that Vogan poetry is now third and his ramblings are second? Because it's never going to beat the other one. Connell Silverford for $2 says, "Some, forget round, you need scale. Do you understand what scale means?"
If you're talking about a scale, it's another instrument, man. They control everything.
No, scale as in, size of something. So you need to take the scale of things into account. Do you know what that means?
Yeah. You need to measure things.
I feel like you're saying yeah, but
yeah, you need.
I don't know if you mean it. Siggy Sigworld for $5 says, "The Earth looks too small, therefore flat Earth is true." What the fuck is this? Yeah. The Earth wasn't small; it was far away, dude. Far away.
It's far away, but in reality,
it's far away. Yeah,
that's big because the moon is small, and you just get a camera and put it close. The size of the lens is almost similar to the 8. How do you match that? That's my argument there.
I honestly. Holy Smalls for $5 says, "Does he know that the New World Order never stopped MK Ultra, and that is responsible for pushing most, if not all, of the conspiracy theories?" Did you know that, Som?
No, I. Come again.
Never mind. I think it would blow your tiny brain. Atomic for $10 says, "We've gone from giving Ds to finding mystical G spots. Progress." Have you ever found a G spot, Som?
Yeah, G-spots are not real. Just another,
Words. Those were all words, yeah. Dalpero for €5 says, "I command you to take my money." Yes, sir. I will. Don't shout at me. It was all in caps.
Are you gonna share part of that money with me?
No. What you get for this, Som, is the tiny bit of education that's going to sink into your brain. That's what you get.
To make a lot of dough, you gotta share part of that dough with the.
I will share my dough with my wife and 2 children. Yes.
How about the hosts?
And the tax man, actually.
That's
There's quite a lot I've got to give to the tax man.
Is flat. You never learn that the Earth is flat because you're making dough.
You're right. You don't learn that the Earth is flat because it's not. Luke Firewalker, who's been a member for 19.
I got a feeling Craig knows that the Earth is flat, but you still want to make dough.
Yeah, of course I do. Luke Firewalker, who's been a member for 19 months, says math. Not even once. Uriel Gray for $2 gave me a good game thumbs up. Siggy Sigweld for $5. "At this point, this has become a scraping the bottom of the barrel to find the most stupid people in the world with a somewhat reliable internet connection." Yeah, Som, I want to congratulate you on having an internet connection that stayed decent for 97% of the time.
I'm a network engineer by profession.
That's worrying, considering your connection abilities have been less than stellar in general. Petermus Prime for $5 Australian says, "Whoa, this guy is deep in the BS conspiracy world. Hey, let's overcomplicate things to suit our own biases." Yeah, do you have a bias, Som?
No, I'm pure. The only bias I had.
You don't have a bias as to what shape the world is.
I think it's both flat and round. you bring those pieces together. It's flat and round, but I doubt if it spins.
The fuck did you just say?
No, the earth is flat and round at the same time, but it doesn't spin or rotate, whatever. Flat and round. On one leg on the GA, on one leg on the FE. This way I'm at.
I can't.
I'm partially globe eighth. I'm partially flat eighth. Not
Optimus
spinning,
Prime for
whatever.
$2 Australian says he gets his science in from Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy's a bit above his level, to be fair. Siggy Sigweld for $50. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Scientists have died and say the Earth is round, so we get curious and anxious to explore and forget about people dying. It's a movement. Masons predate themselves. Triangles have a dark side, and the Bible says technology will destroy the world. He's put that in quotation marks, so that must be a quote.
So, Craig, suppose those viewers, we bring in 10 viewers next time, and let's say 6, with the evidence that I present, approve that the Earth is flat. Are you going to give me 50% of the money?
If you bring evidence that the Earth is flat, I'll give you 100% of my revenue for the next 6 years, okay?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, if you bring me empirical evidence of the Earth being flat, I will give you my YouTube channel, alright?
Yeah, but then it would have no point, because if the picture changes, everything will change. Even the currency will change, so nah, you keep it.
Well, the offer's there. Cody J. Kern for $1.99 says, hey, Craig, is weed legal where you are from? No, it is not, which is really fucking annoying and stupid, because it's literally the only effective painkiller that works. Everything else screws me up and doesn't really help with the pain. It shouldn't be illegal. It's ridiculous. Check out my debate about it.
Try Brewston or Port.
No thanks. Jake the Surgeon for $5 says, my grandpa was a Freemason and as the favourite grandson, I was never invited to any of the secret meetings. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah.
That's a shame. If you were a Mason, would you invite your grandchildren?
No ways. Yeah. Secret meetings, what they do, it's nasty, man. You don't want to be there. It's
cool
evil.
story, bro. Atheist linguist for $5. S.O.M. Draw a right triangle for which Pythagoras' theorem fails. Go on. I'll wait. Actually, no, I won't, because it can never happen. Do you think you could draw a right angle triangle for which Pythagoras' theorem doesn't work?
I used to be very good in that subject.
I don't believe you.
Trust me, because I was.
No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't believe you.
Yeah, I put all that trash away. I got like on my final. I got like 70.
You put helpful maths away. Explains a lot.
All maps are flat.
Gary Webeninger, EQ mounts work only on a globe. Dim. Megan Satanas, who's been a member for 25 months, that's more than twice around the sun, says lead is not a condiment. Yeah, don't eat lead paint, Som, please. Not that Luke Perry for £2 says 4 summers. I can't get Beachbody ready for 1. Oh man,
yeah,
no, I think he said there's going to be 12 summers. So
12 summers, yeah. But we don't have 12, so
brilliant.
It's flat.
He doesn't understand. I'm going to have to dissect your argument for that, Som, because it's so dumb that I don't understand it.
Try dissecting my brain, you'll find diamonds.
I would, but like I said, you're the only known 30-year-old to get that far in life without having a brain. Luke Firewalker for €2 says, for your information, level 10 facepalm protection wasn't enough. Shit. I said 7 and above. Oh fuck, I might be getting some lawsuits actually.
What syndrome, like, you know.
No, oh shit. Guys, yeah, level 11 facepalm protection. Good. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Brian Alpassa for $10 says, me brain broken now. Me now Flerf. Ow, brain sore. Poor brain, ow.
It's called a rebirth.
It's called an aneurysm. How Soy? Hey man, how you doing? Lovely to see you. For 50 Nokias, I do like a good Nokia. Says, just when you thought we'd reach peak stupid, nature invents a big-ear idiot. I'm moving back to Andromeda. Take me with you. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
iPhone is the only phone flat earthers and any globe earth conspiracies should use. You get that from me.
Why are you...
It's very natural and secure.
Well, Apple? The worst company on the world for security and freedom of speech.
So they had to kill Steve Jobs.
Oh God, no! You don't think they killed Steve? Oh.
He was a good guy.
It was a PC that killed Steve Jobs.
You can't be stressed. It had no CGI. Oh. It had no nothing. It's just a natural.
Someone help me, please. Judy Bassett, a member for 8 months, says this was pitiful for some. Judy thinks you're pitiful, some.
No, I'm handsome.
Gaming with both hands, $2. Som, how did you escape the asylum?
It's easy. Just lock your brain. Tuck it in. Lock it. Lock
no,
it.
That's not how you get out of something. When you lock it, you're in.
I went thinking inside the box, because you go outside the box.
I don't think you've ever had a cohesive thought in your life. Siggy Sigwell, $5. He's been sweetening his coffee with lead sugar for his entire life. Tea or coffee, Som? Which is it?
Juice.
That wasn't one of the options.
Catholics invented coffee. It has caffeine and it controls the masses. Just like you take that pot.
Coffee was known for thousands of years before the Catholics. My God.
Yeah, but they
Tomato Girl Zumi for $2 says, I hope this isn't indicative of education in Africa. Yeah, what is your educational level, Som?
I went from novice to... It's fair. I would say fair.
Yeah, but what's your... I've got 2 bachelor's degrees, right? That's my educational level. What's your educational level?
MD, sorry.
MD?
Masters.
A master's of what?
Degree.
Yeah, in what?
In com science.
I don't believe you.
And I'm also a professional medical psychologist.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I'm a psychologist.
Yeah,
too.
I think you may just be making stuff up now. I'm not sure why.
But I literally use any of those because too much, yeah.
Matt Hooks has upgraded his membership to Destroyers. Thank you very much, my friend. And then he says, after being a member for 6 months, anyone know a good plastic surgeon? My nose is smashed. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. That was not 7 or above. What was I thinking? That was
plastic
nowhere
surgery,
near enough.
Nose. You remind me of Michael Jackson, the moonwalk.
I remind you of Michael Jackson.
Hollywood. Yeah, the moonwalk. Hollywood.
I remind you
surgery, the nose.
of a black guy.
White guy who died white. Then
I mean, he wasn't really a white guy. But I mean, I definitely can't sing or dance like that.
You did the moon. You went to the moon.
Michael Jackson went to the.
He made fun of Armstrong.
What have you been smoking during this debate, Som?
He made fun of Armstrong. The moonwalk. He was sending a message, which is impossible to go and step on a light.
Okay, Roland the Bear for £5 says, please ask if he thinks the flying spaghetti monster is changing all the measurements of Earth to make him think it's flat. Yeah.
Christmas is fake. Santa, the flying spaghetti, whatever is
flying
fake.
Spaghetti monster. May you bless his noodly appendage.
Santa is a flying spaghetti, shitty thing.
Sorry.
It's a fairy tale.
Are you equating Santa Claus, old Saint Nick, with the flying spaghetti monster?
Yeah.
May we be blessed by his noodly appendage.
No, this is not. You can put God in that spot.
Oh no, I don't need God. I've got a flying spaghetti monster.
Don't blaspheme.
Well, I'm not blaspheming. I don't need God. I've got a flying spaghetti monster.
Cool, move on.
Why would I need a God? Mine's much cooler. He's made of pasta.
You move on. You got it past to Mexico. We're building the wall. 2026, Donald Trump.
Siggy Sigwell for $5 says the Earth is flat and round at the same time. Standing ovation. Woo! Jake the Surgeon for $10 says, S.O.M, why do flat earthers tend to be less flexible than young Earth creationists, as even they can accept evolution up to a point, where Flerfs can't even accept the downward acceleration is gravity? Is gravity and evolution real?
Sorry, you broke. Come again. Is
gravity and evolution real?
Only evolution. No. None of that is real, man.
No, you said evolution was real. You can't change your mind.
Okay,
gravity's definitely fucking real. If you don't think gravity's real, go and jump out a building. Like, defenestrate yourself for me, and then tell me gravity's not real. Can you do that for me? Could you please go and defenestrate yourself?
If the Earth was moving, nobody would fall.
Just listen. Could you please? I want you to test gravity right now. Just by defenestrating yourself. Can you go and do that?
That's not testing gravity, that's testing death.
Well, if gravity's not real, once you defenestrate yourself, you'll be fine.
Because I wouldn't float.
Well, if gravity's not real, you would.
No,
plus,
nothing.
Flying's really, really easy. All you got to do, right, to fly, is find a really tall building, jump off of it, and just miss the ground.
Yeah, well, I don't have wings, so...
Yeah.
If gravity were real, flying would be impossible. Because it pulls on anything.
Just in case anyone's wondering, defenestrate means throw yourself out, be thrown out of a window. I'm telling him to test gravity by throwing himself out of a window.
Yeah, we know that. You're not the only smart guy.
Defenestrate might seem like a rude word if you don't know what it means, but it means to be thrown out of a window. Jake the Surgeon for $10 says...
Maybe in America it means something else. In British, it means throwing out the window. Maybe in America it means something else. Like you put it. You Europeans, it's throwing out the window. With Americans, it's castration or something.
Okay, so Al Agami for 89 Donkey Kong dollars says, I'm waiting for the other Masonic shoe to drop. Prof. Phil Bell. Prof. Phil Bell's got a good question. He says, how can evolution be real if you still have the brain of an amoeba?
The only way evolution... it is still working, we are advancing. We are able to use smartphones. It would be painful for people.
I'm surprised you can use a smartphone.
To use smartphones because I don't know, it just feels uncomfortable. But now it feels comfortable.
Rick Sanchez, who's been a member for 22 months, says, "Nice shirt, FTFE."
Rick and Morty out of order.
I hate the fact that I'm in the UK. I don't get to watch episode 8 of season 6 until tomorrow at 9 p.m. And I'm trying to avoid all the spoilers and stuff because I fucking love Rick and Morty. No one spoil episode 8 for me, all right?
Since I'm 2 hours ahead, they'll download for you. Don't worry.
Greg Ware for $2 Australian says, S.O.M has given me cognitive paralysis. Sorry, not sorry. Rachbot, my favourite AI for $2 Australian says, a master's in stupidity. Yes, definitely. That's your educational level. David Di Renzeno for $1.99 says he has a master's degree in batting. Batting something. And Petermas Prime, who just became a new member, welcome to Scrappers. I know you hate Patreon. And I know a lot of people do. That's why the membership option is there. Thank you very much for supporting me. It
I had a master's degree, but since I'm out of indoctrination, safe to say I don't have a master's degree. I'm looking forward to learn flat earth, syllabi, and everything.
There's no such thing. Blue Dragon for $2 says, where can I get myself a pair of Air Masons, S.O.M?
Amazon. The Chinese don't make Freemason stuff. I think you best go with eBay.
Yeah, I know, baiting. I said it wrong. Jake the Surgeon for $20. Thank you very much, buddy. We know things fall at a certain rate. We've measured that rate as 9.8 meters per second squared. What is the issue with calling it gravity unless you're either lying or stupid? We know it happens, some. So which is it?
You've measured, but based on what instruments, based on what formula, what belief is in, what cause, what movement is in.
Gravity is an acceleration.
You just measure things based on, try to measure things based on your own understanding.
Yeah, okay, and my own understanding allows me to measure a downward acceleration on Earth of approximately 9.8 meters per second squared. I've done that personally, as has anyone who did high school science successfully, right?
With your own
but that
logic,
we call that downward acceleration gravity. It exists.
We only teach you, but experience will learn you.
Jeffrey Hellenbuck for $2 says, episode 8 spoiler. I haven't watched it either. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I did see someone spoil it me by saying Rick burps. But yeah. Guys, how would you like a Rick and Morty viewing party? Do you think, would you enjoy something like that? A bit off the wall? Like a viewing party of an episode? We can do some commentary on it and stuff. I fucking love Rick and Morty. I love the lore behind it. Would you guys enjoy something like that? Let me know and I could maybe do it.
No, it's immature, man.
It's fucking hilarious. It's far too intelligent for you to understand. That's the problem.
Halo. I'm looking forward to the next season of Halo. Space and everything. Yeah, we like for entertainment sake, not for reality check.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Halo is good.
Rick and Morty watch party. Let's do it. Yeah. People are like, yeah. All right. Cool. Pat in the chat for $2 says, "Wubba lubba dub dub." And Total Anthony for £1.79 says he only has a master's in bollocksology. Even that's a bit of a push.
I just said it, man. I did away with that trash. I had.
Yeah, you never got a master's degree. So there is that.
Looking forward to study the flat Earth syllabi, which is coming soon.
There's no such thing. Right. So, why don't you give us your final thoughts? I'm gonna have a bong whilst you do that.
Okay, it's been a pleasant debate. We all see and sense the same things, but some are still indoctrinated to perceive them in a different way. I'm standing on the same flat surface here in Africa as a person on the same extended plane in Australia. It's so obvious, it's mind-blowing, but the lifetime belief in a spinning globe is programmed into us. That foremost, this reality is an unimaginable cognitive dissonance. Curvature is only possible if you believe you are standing on a globe. It is imaginary, so cut your crap. The 8 inches per mile squared curve that is supposed to be there does not exist anywhere on Earth. It is not about sight limits, perspective, field of view, or refraction, magnification, or vanishing point of convergence. It's just how, for example, water behaves in the physical world. Nature doesn't lie. This fundamental physical property of fluids finding and remaining level is consistent within experience and common sense. Contained water is sea level for thousands of miles from shoreline to shoreline and shows zero uniform convexity. Water does not curve around a spinning ball. We do not spin. The shape is not round. We are flat. We are motionless. We are peaceful. Peace out.
Thank you. Those are all words. Jake the Surgeon has a question for you. For $20, he says, what is your issue with calling it gravity, with the term gravity? You seem to accept that things fall. Even if we exclude the measurement, there is still an acceleration. So what is your issue with calling it gravity?
Because the dictionary says the magnets attract and repel. And the definition of gravity is something which attracts and repels as well.
No, it's not.
So
gravity does
that's
not
where
repel.
my argument is.
Whoever told you gravity repels? There is no repulsion in gravity. It's purely attraction.
In life, based on Isaac Newton's, whatever you do, there's an opposite reaction.
Yeah,
right?
and under Newtonian laws, gravity only
needs to have
pulls. It doesn't
needs
do the opposite.
everything in life, everything in nature and physics. Gravity doesn't have it also needs to have an opposite reaction. So it needs to repel and attract. That's how things work in life.
No, that's not how that.
Gravity doesn't
just because
exist.
gravity has an attraction
Just
doesn't
an
mean it has to
assumption.
have a repulsion. That's not what Newton meant. Oh my God. Some,
That's what I mean.
I'd say thank you, but the fact that I've lost so many brain cells tonight, I don't feel like I should say thank you. In fact, I feel like I should send you notices from a lawyer, and because this is going to need fixing. You've hurt my brain. You've made my brain very sad. You've made me angry that we are the same species. Please stop it. Just no. Bad S.O.M. Stop
An
it.
advice.
Stop
An advisor is
it.
not
Bad
a
S.O.M.
witch.
Stop it. No.
An
If I
advisor
had
is not
water,
a
I'd
wizard.
spray you. Peter's Prime $2
advisor is
says,
not
"Som,
a-
you don't understand what common sense is." So, right, that's everything. Thank you, Som, for joining me. If you want to do it again, I'm going to need some time to recover.
Peace.
Bye-bye. Ow, my brain. My poor, sad brain. Ow, why did I do this to myself? For your entertainment. That's why. Oh, fuck me. That was hard. That was painful. That was. Whoo! And I'll be back in about 40 minutes with another debate with what's his name? Some dude from Facebook, Robert Birkinson, who was actually in the chat earlier. Is he still there now? Let's have a look. Yeah, Robert. Robert, you ready for 40 minutes time? Yes, it did. My brain absolutely broke. Yeah, I was wrong. The level 7 or above facepalm protection was not effective. And I do expect that all of the super chats that I got tonight will be going towards my legal fees. I'll see you soon, guys. Like real soon in like 40 minutes. Because I fucking hate myself, I guess. Love you all. See you soon. Stupidity's not a right. Fight the flat earth. Fight the flat. 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 I'm gonna go cry in the shower for half an hour.